Yeah, I guess we keep this. A bit of a... I mean, it's not a horrible hand. It's very mana heavy, but if we draw spells, this hand gets a lot better. That does count. Green-white Beats? Obsessive Skinner's a good one. Green-white Delirium? Could be. Alright, no 3-drop's good news. Want to mill 2 lands. Alright. It's funny that Crow is such a good Delirium enabler, and we just have absolutely zero need for that. We're going to take this. I think our flyer is more important, seeing as we don't have a ton of ways to push through damage. Drawn 3 lands, which could end up being a big problem. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about that. It would be cool if I could. Two lands? Ooh. Unfortunately, no. Rotten Heart Ghoul. Not bad. So we could have the combat trick. Guess we're going to use the surprise twins. Try and get a big play for ourselves here. Try to think what we kill. Skinner versus Parish Blade. I guess the bigger guy. Bummer. So if I'd chosen the other one, it would have been the right choice. Obviously feels stupid in hindsight, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, big bummer. Certainly feels stupid now. Can't block. Alright. Guess we attack and flip back. Just not going to be able to beat the 5-4 though, I guess. Guess we'll Geist Blast now. Take out the Skinner. Oh, he had all 3 combat tricks. Very impressive. So he's just trick heavy deck. I mean, that a huge blowout for us there, but I obviously had to play it. You can't really, if I played it on his turn, it would have been a bigger blowout. Wow, the Rabid Bite too. Opponent really going off here. Just such an impressive series of tricks and removal. So perfectly sequenced too. I mean, I'm going to go for the double block. I look at my life total. Does it look like I can afford to take 5 damage here? I don't know if I've ever seen this many tricks in a row. Oh, okay. This one's not a trick. Then that makes more sense. I was going to say, it was like incredible amount of tricks, but at least he's actually got some removal too. Not at least. I mean, it's certainly not good for me. But I was going to say, well, it is the draw we needed. I'm going to kill this now on my turn. Okay. Potentially back in this. Opponent's got Skinner now. I still needed to take out the 5-4, obviously. Milling the crap out of myself right now. Oh, no. Those would have been 2 nice cards to get. Guess I would have preferred the throttle, but that's all right. Apothecary Geist. All right. That's going to get bigger, too. Well, I think he should have put it on the Geist there. Oh, man, bummer. All right. I don't know why it keeps putting it on the Skinner. I'm trying to think of my best ways of winning here. How do I deal damage? Like, what could I possibly draw that would let me kill him? I just don't see anything. That's the problem. But I don't know what to say. All right. It's quite bad for us. Yeah. I think we've officially reached the point of no return. Well, that's not true. Sinister Concoction, I guess, technically would work. Hey, well, that'll do it. This is not a winning race. There's our Necropod. Whatever. I don't care about showing him a Necropod. Okay, so combat trick dot deck, delirium, Tamio's journal. Certainly seems winnable, but combat tricks are going to be good. We still don't have a sideboard. I guess Pick the Brain lets me know what I have to deal with. I don't mind that. Against a trick heavy deck, I think Pick the Brain's probably a lot better. Maybe I do bring in Pick the Brain then. We cut like Mutation, because I feel like this trick's worse than... Is it worse than his tricks? Probably not, I guess, but I don't want to drop a creature for it as much as I loathe Howlpack Wolf. Alright, we'll swap a Mutation for a Pick the Brain. Alright, we'll play first. Not a good hand. Not the hand I'm looking for. It's, once again, just extremely susceptible to flood, which is not what you want. Guess we just hope and pray. If we draw spells, the hand's really good. We draw lands, this hand's really bad. Sometimes you just got to cope with those stats, you know? Veteran Cathar is very good. Guess we'll stay back. This is a trade I might just have to offer. I feel like the double strike's going to get abusive in the late game. That card's very good. All right, well, one of those things where if he's got the combat trick where it's just such a high chance that he has the combat trick too, but I certainly don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable either way. I think we'll try and reduce it. Don't like it or love it, but it's what we're doing. Yep, he's had it. It's a bummer. Bummers happen. My other choice was let that happen and lose my Rotten Heart Ghoul and my Geist Blast. Both of those seem awful. I really hate losing against combat deck, trick.deck, only because I feel like we shouldn't be losing against combat trick.deck when we're removal.deck, but that is precisely how this is going down. But our opponent's deck feels vastly superior to ours. I've been so unimpressed with this deck from the beginning. I guess I really shouldn't be surprised we're getting completely stomped in the finals. Like, horrifically stomped here. At least this guy's big. So, basically 100% chance Morkrut guy gets Wolf Striked if he leaves the mana open. Yeah, so we're not going to attack into that. Okay, Throttle works. I can do Throttle plus Geist Blast too, so... Guess we'll just do it now in case he's got... Guess I should have done it. What are the chances he can put this past 6 toughness? Just take aim high plus another. All right, let's do it on our turn. So I guess I should have attacked. Oh. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. 3 cards in hand. It's Xaxes lethal. Alright. Hitting this guy. Problem is, if I didn't do that on my turn, he has the trick, we just die. Alright, I think he's still got the... Well... Should have sandbagged a land, huh? Now I just die to a combat trick. Forgot about Sinister Concoction. I'm playing around Silver Strike, but now we're just dead to a combat trick. I botched that. He's got infinite combat tricks in deck, too. Well, I guess at least he doesn't have Delirium. Still has the Silver Strike up, though. Oh, I didn't want to discard Farbog Revenant, but... Guess I don't have a choice. If I could do something about that, I would. It's one of those things where I can't. If I kill it in response, I still die to the flyer. So, we're dead. Our deck was really bad, so I'm super happy to go 2-1 with it. Like, I think our deck was not good. I don't even think that's kind of going out on a limb at all. I know for a fact our deck was not good. So, the fact that we managed to go 2-1 with this is just good news as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's just a good sign. Add the insult to the injury. You already had lethal. So, yeah. We learned some lessons, too. Like, I think this Necropod's actually a good card. I really was impressed with Morkret Necropod every time I played it. I think it's a great finisher. Our deck had no synergy, like 0% on the synergy, which is why it got a low D. The only reason I think it got a D and not an F is because our removal package was really good. Like, we had a lot of good removal, but our creature base was just awful. Like, we were beating people with 1/1 Skulks, which is just incredible. We had Howlpack Wolves, which just look awful in this deck. Duelists. So we were trying to make a Vamp deck work. It absolutely in no way, shape, or form came together. And we still managed to go 2-1 just on the back of finding situations to use removal, getting in with 1/1s, getting in with some evasive guys. So pretty incredible, actually, that we went 2-1 with this deck in retrospect. But certainly destroyed by the better deck in the finals. Hope you enjoyed it anyway. Still, obviously, just so much to learn about this format. And one of these days, I will make a deck that I'm happy with. So until then, we'll see you later.